Well. Good evening or good afternoon, everybody. It's still afternoon, right? 5 o'clock Central Time. That's afternoon. How you doing, guys? I guess it's 6 o'clock Eastern Time. 3 o'clock Pacific Time. 2 o'clock for or no, what is it? It's 4 o'clock, or no, it's 6 o'clock in the Mountain Time. I think that's how it works. Hope you guys are doing good. It's ChubbyRay Comics Live. Is where we get to come talk, forget our problems, and talk about comics. Enjoy life for a couple hours. Have some fun. We do giveaways. We talk about, you name it. We talk about DC Comics. We talk about Marvel Comics. We talk Image Comics, Boom Studios, Mad Cave Studio. I'm reading some Mad Cave books right now. IDW, Dynamite, you name it. We talk independence, DC, Marvel, superhero comics, and other types of comics as well. We do it all on this show, and we do giveaways, and we have some fun. That is why we are here, and I'm proud to be here on this Friday afternoon. Please forgive me. Oh, a little tired today, so please forgive me. I see you next Tuesday says, first comment, totally deserving of an entry into the Rice Krispie Cup of Glory. Yeah, but no. No. It's a good thought, and we'll be getting entries in it. We'll be getting entries in it, but we got to do more than just be the first comment. Sorry, next Tuesday. I am Carl. What's up, buddy? How are you? Have to catch your live stream later. Wedding is tomorrow. My wife and I taking care of last minute preparations. Have a great night. Good luck, buddy. Have a fun evening. Just pre-ordered the Ultimate 6 DM cover for the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2. Don't forget to get your pre-orders in, people. Yes. That's awesome. I think I got the standard cover for Volume 2. I think, you know what? Volume 2 might have been my favorite of the 5. That might have been my favorite one. Hey, DP, how you doing, buddy? Endless says, well, hiya. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Wes? Have you read Daredevil Yellow? I read Daredevil Yellow. I liked it, yeah. Hello. Hi, Chewy Queso. South Forest says, what's up, Ray? Just now reading JSA Omnibus Volume 3. The other 2 volumes were great. Hoping this one is, yeah. That one's you're gonna love it, because that one's got, at least in my opinion, it's got some great stuff from when they had the Justice League of America and Justice Society of America, and they were crossing over doing stories like Lightning Strikes, which is about the Legion, which I loved. There's a lot of cool stories from that time. So I like Volume 3 a lot. Ray, have you started DC Finest Death in the Family yet? No, not yet, buddy. I will when I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten it. So I'm waiting. I'm adding some more stuff on. So it just depends. I don't know when it'll come from. I'm getting it from Adam, but I won't get it until, because I'm putting more things on it. So but I can't wait. I can't wait to read all that. I've read Death in the Family before, but all the stuff around it is what I'm interested in, because those DC Finest, they cover entire years. So I want to read all the stories, around it, because I've never read those. I just read Death in the Family. God, forgive me. I haven't had coffee today, so let me get some coffee. That first sip is hard to take, so you got to figure out how hot it's going to be. Let's see. Wes says, my Death in the Family coming tomorrow. That's awesome, brother. Let's see. Russell says, I just got done watching next week's collected edition release on near mint condition. I think Red Coat Deluxe and the Chip Zdarsky Batman might be the two. Yes, I watched Omar's video too. I am definitely getting Red Coat Deluxe edition. I'm definitely getting Chip Zdarsky Batman. And there are a few other that I liked in that I wanted to get. I love it. Let's see. I'm skipping. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up today, guys. That's my goal, is to be somewhat caught up with all the comments, which I know is hard to do, but you know, I'm trying. Oh, James is in. How you doing, James? What's up, buddy? Wesley says the Colt is fan. Oh, that's right. The Colt's in there. That's right. Jim Starlin's story. I have the Colt. I've read the Colt. I've got the Colt. Here it is. The Colt is good. That's right. That's going to be in there. Tom said Ray didn't get me. Oh, you got that right, Tom. Did not get a lot. Big Fetty. Spider-Man Blue is great. Love the ending and is one of the reasons I love Peter and MJ's relationship so much. Oh, I love it. Hi, all. Happy Friday. How you doing, PW? Chip Christopher says, hey, Ray, hope today's been better than yesterday. I'm just about done with Sword of Azrael. And then I think I'm going to crack open that Triangle Era. Yes. That Triangle Era volume. That's fun times, man. That Triangle Era, that's when I was living in Peoria, Illinois, which is one of the happiest times. My wife and I, when we first, we were living together before we got married. We were living in Peoria, Illinois, and every week I'd get those Superman books. I just loved them. Loved them. I had a friend there who owned a comic shop, and I would get books every week. Oh my God, it was so much fun. I just loved that era. Those are great stories. My buddy Big Q's in says, good afternoon, Ray. How you doing? Doing good, Big Q. Appreciate it, buddy. Gracie says, hi, Ray. Hope you're having a better day and everything's okay now. You listen, you know, we have good days and bad days, and that's how it goes. Los Master says, hello, Ray. I'll tell you what, talking comics and always puts me in a better mood. Always puts me in a better mood. I also like The Diplomat's Son. You see, I can't wait to read all this stuff. Oh, man, the entire Black Widow and Captain America omnibus is freaking awesome. Yes. The Cap stories are crazy good. PW, I loved the stories. The story where Captain America is in the future and he's leading the group, the surviving Americans, and Bruce Banner and Ben Grimm are still alive, and they, oh my God, I loved that Captain America. I love that Captain America stuff and how they send him back. Oh my God. If you guys have never read this stuff, it's so good. The Black Widow Captain America omnibus I highly recommend it. And PW just read it, so he feels as fired up as I am talking about it. You could tell that he feels it. That's such a great story, man. Where he goes in the future, then they have to send him back. Oh my God, it is so good. I loved that story. Dr. Reed Richards is in. What's up, Reed? What's up, Mr. Fantastic? Wes says, Ray, I know it's been a rough couple of days, but I wanted to let you know we're all here. Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I want to thank Wes because I needed a distraction yesterday to just talk about something other than what was going on. And to talk comics for an hour and however long, I forgot what I went, hour and a half, whatever. I went into our Discord. I love our Discord because I just go in there and poured out a little bit of saying, hey, listen, I just need a distraction to talk about anything other than real life and want to talk comics. I know a show wasn't scheduled, but I want to know if anybody's going to, and Wes says, and Wes was like, I might be the only one in there, but yeah, come on, do it and talk me into doing the show. And doing that show last night, that stream really helped, really, really helped. So thank you for that, Wes. That means a lot, buddy. Eric is in. He says, good evening, Ray and everyone. Hope all is well. Currently reading Busick's Superman hardcover book. Oh, wow. You know what? I've got that. I have not read it all. I've got to read that. Damn. That's good. Hi, Ray. Hi, Chad. Hope all's well. Happy to see the weekend. Absolutely. Hit that like button. You know, Alan. Yeah. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get some likes. I'd like to get the likes closer to the amount of viewers today. At least let's try. Oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy. There are 3 covers for the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2. I chose the Sinister 6 cover too. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I might. Maybe I'll get it. I've got it, but maybe I'll buy a reprint. Maybe I'll buy the reprint, so I've got a different cover. Obviously, there's something wrong with me if I'm thinking of doing that. Should have a Crooks and Bandits comics order coming tomorrow. Awesome. And reached out to him for another next month. I love it. Plan on getting 80 to 9% of my orders through Adam from now on. And you'll be using. And hey, Saran, is there any code you'll be using to get a discount in those books? I'm just wondering. Be using ChubbyRay Comics code. That makes me happy. Love it. Great to see you, Ray. I was looking forward to this all day and spending too much time in Discord. Awesome, Raul. Yeah, I haven't spent any time in Discord today. I'm sorry, everybody. It's been one of those days. The build up to Death in the Family is really good stuff. You'll like it as much as the actual story. I like that. I liked Red Skies. I like the Jason Todd time as Robin. It's really interesting. And I like how much they use Bullock. You know what I mean? In that time, Bullock's the cop in a lot of those stories. I like Bullock. Bullock's big. By the way, Bullock's in the Rom V detective run. He's going to be in that omnibus because Bullock and Gordon start a private eye group. They start a private eye business. And that's one of the backup stories in that detective run. And I think that's going to be, I'm pretty sure those stories are going to be in the omnibus. So it's going to be awesome. How are you doing, by the way, Ray? I see you're moving your Omnis around. Yeah, we are. We're doing, we got brand new, Thin Billies. And the plan was to put them up this whole week and then, but the end of the week, my life got crazy and we're still going to put them up, but there's a reason that you guys, if you look over there, you can see there are omnibuses on the floor. I haven't turned into some hillbilly. We were in the middle of doing stuff when things happened but we'll get caught up and it's going to look so good, guys. It's going to look so good. I'm going to line all the walls in this room. I'm going to line the entire outside of the room with omnibuses. At least that's the plan. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Let's see. I'm sure I will love Spider-Man Blue. I'm a big Spider-Man guy. I love it. Spider-Man will be awesome. Let's see. I've been watching the CW, The Flash on Netflix. I'm enjoying it, but it drove me right back to reading the comic. Yes. I've been thinking a lot about The Flash lately. I'm thinking a lot about The Flash. So, yeah, in fact, I'm doing videos. I'm doing videos about The Flash because I've been obsessed about a certain era of The Flash, and it pisses me off so much that it's not available in collected edition. I love when I was growing up and first reading comics, there was an era of Flash that was great, but it's unavailable. You can't get it anywhere. And the Flash entire Silver Age is collected with the Flash. The entire modern age. In fact, the Flash might be the best collected character in all of comics. The Flash from Crisis on Infinite Earths to now is completely collected. Completely collected. But the Bronze Age Flash is not collected. And it makes me nuts. And I've been obsessing on it. All week I've been obsessing on the Flash, which I know is crazy, but I'm going to do a video on it soon. Ray, who is your favorite Flash? My favorite Flash is Barry Allen. However, I mean, I love them all. I love all the Flash, but my favorite is Barry Allen because that's the Flash I grew up with. I started reading Flash comics in the 1970s, so, but it was Bronze Age. That's when Iris went into the future and Barry went to trial and all kinds of stuff. Jack Solo says, sorry, I'm late. It's all right, Jack. Russell says, the Discord chat is great. People are constantly posting stuff. Listen, I love Discord. And thank Lakanima. Lakanima built the Discord for me, guys. I'm just not smart enough. I wish I was. I got to learn more. But I've got to quit saying I've got to learn more, and I've got to shut up and actually learn. So I've got to actually do that. But Lakanima built the Discord, and I thank him. He knows how much I love him and thank him for that. It's been great. I love my Discord. And by the way, any disagreements Lakanima and I have had about the Discord, he was right. Like I said, well, no, we should do this, or we should make that. And everything I've decided has ended up being wrong. And everything that Lakanima has said, no, we should do this. And I go, well, no, everything that Lakanima said has been right. I just want to go on record as saying that. And Wes also knows Discord, and Wes is in there as an editor or whatever the hell I forgot the titles are, but he's great as well. I thank those guys. Tom says, Ray, my brother, let's crack open a decent show and throw some randos. Oh yeah. We'll let's get some people put in. We'll get some people. As soon as I get through these initial comments, we'll immediately get some entries in. All right. Because, we only have 2 shows. We have tonight's show and tomorrow night's show. That's it. Then we're doing the drawing. We're doing the drawing Monday for the DC versus Marvel omnibus, which, God, it snuck up on us so fast. Ray, did you pick up? No, I have not gotten it yet. I'm getting it. Yes, I've heard the Colts collected. I've heard it's great. They were talking about it before you got in, Paulo. And I will be getting it, absolutely. But I'm getting it. Adam's sending it. So whenever Adam's, I don't know which order. I don't know if it's in the order that he already sent or if it's going to be in the next order. So it just depends. Of course, ChubbyRay Comics code. I make sure. Oh, love it, buddy. I made sure to use it for this order and future ones. Love it, Saran. That makes me happy, buddy. By the way, Myers says, I'm at the track meet with my kids, Ray. Hope you're having a better day today than last night. I love the last night stream. Oh, thank you, Myers. I appreciate it, buddy. And good luck to your kids. Hope we're doing good. Having some fun at those track meets. I'm actually at home, so I will post a pic on Discord of my huge haul. Dude, that'd be awesome, Chris. We want to see your haul. And by the way, I'm glad. I hope you have the whole weekend off. Hey, Ray, if you were building a Dark JLA book in the same vein that they did with Dark Avengers, which DC villains would you put on the Dark Justice League of America? Oh, wow. So if they were putting a dark... So sort of like if the Injustice You know what I mean? Like at the Injustice League, where I would do the same people that were in the Injustice. You know what I mean? But they went in as it was Lex Luthor, it was Sinestro, it was Joker. So you're saying they would have to be dressed as other heroes? Well, Deathstroke would be Batman. Bizarro would be Superman. Oh, what's his name? Green Arrow. Why am I zoning on? Who was the big villain in Green Arrow? The guy also shot arrows. God, I'm zoning on his name, but he would be Green Arrow. Reverse Flash would become the Flash. Sinestro would become Green Lantern. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty easy. What, who would be who? But yeah, I mean, I'd probably go with the Injustice. The Injustice League would be taken over. There's nothing wrong with you, Ray. I've already have a copy of Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 too, but that didn't stop me from ordering the reprint. Yes, you know it. Oh, Cyclops fan. Cyclops says, I have 3 unread Omnis glaring at me to read them. Do you feel pressure to read all your books? A little bit, yeah, but I tell you, Cyclops fan, I don't know if you, in Cyclops fan, I need to get hold of you for something because I'm wondering if you could do a piece of art, but I'll get with you. I will get with you in the future. Let's talk on Discord or something because I need you to do something. But I have this, Cyclops fan. When I finish an omnibus, I just finished Jed McKay's Moon Knight. I finished it last night. And so now I decide what my next read is going to be. And I've already got a TBR list, but I'm excited now because I just want to read. I want to open up a new omnibus and read it. And I get that. So as pressure, when I look at my my collection, I sometimes go, oh God, I want to read it all. Okay. But I also get excitement when it's time to start a new one. There's an excitement in going, oh, what's it going to be? What am I going to read? I'm thinking I might read The Flash by Manipal and Bucoletto, which is the new 52 run. I have volume 1 and I just got volume 2 just came out. I just got that, so I might read volume 1 and then volume 2, The Road to Rebirth, because they just came out. So that's what I'm thinking. Or I'm thinking, I just got the whole trilogy of Star Wars, the War of the Bounty Hunters, Crimson Reign, and Hidden Empire. So I'm thinking I'm either going to read Manipal and Bucoletto, followed by Venditti's Flash, to do volume 1 and volume 2 of New 52, or the Star Wars trilogy. I haven't decided which one it's going to be yet, but I get excited when I finish up an omnibus. I'm excited about getting to the next one. With Reign of the Super Sons happening right now on the pages of Joshua Williamson's Superman, I'm very excited to get you to the Superboy Prime. I'm very excited to get to the Superboy Prime issues. I've heard that. I have heard that, Chip Crisper. I cannot wait. I'm serious. I can't wait until we get a Joshua Williamson omnibus. I can't wait until we get the Superman omnibuses by him. It's going to be amazing. And this is just my theory. And I'm wondering if anybody else feels this. I think this Superboy Prime, I think that might lead into the Legion. I have this weird feeling. I have this strange feeling because I haven't read it yet, but it sure sounds to me, from things I've heard, it sure sounds to me like Joshua Williamson likes Superboy Prime. So it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't somehow use him to get his new Legion series going. It would be interesting. It would be very interesting. By the way, Dan says, I got in trouble once for trying to be the Flash. Turns out he doesn't wear a trench coat. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Los Master says he's reading Barry right now. Barry Allen. Barry Allen is my favorite Flash. It is my favorite Flash, and I love Wally, but man, if it's Barry Allen, I read it and reread it. I love to reread Barry Allen stuff. I'm a Barry Allen guy. JD says, Ray, I was so blessed with you and Steve's broadcasts. Oh, thanks, buddy. Got me out of a bad spot mentally, thinking about you and Steve. Oh, JD, thank you so much, man. That means a lot, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. If you are a fan of adult entertainment, wait till you hear this. There's something way cheaper. Hit crooksandbanditscomics.com and drop the code ChubbyRay Comics for $2 off every book. Yes, you know it. PW says, how do you get on the Discord again? Okay. They will put a link up. Tom will put a link up, and then you just click the link and you can enter, and then get a PW. I'm telling you, you will love the Chubby Ray Comics Discord. It is really a lot of fun. People post pictures of their collections. They post pictures of their hauls. They talk. They just get in there and talk nonsense. Like C&T will get in there and just talk about anything. Wes is always in there talking. DP's in there like there's always conversations going on. It's just a wonderful portion of this whole Chubby Ray Comics community, and the Discord is so nice. It doesn't matter what it is. Somebody will talk to you about it. It's great. And I know there are times I'm in a mood and it makes me feel better. I love the Discord. And you can go there for humor. You can go there and get humor from everybody. You can get judgment from Lakanama. You can get pictures of comics. It's so fun. You will enjoy yourself. So get in there. You'll love it. Trust me. And when Tom puts the code up, just click it. Just click it and you'll go in, and then you can get yourself all situated. Oh, hi, Christina. What's up, hon? Love you. JD says, hello, Christina. Send a virtual hug your way. Oh, that's awesome. She needs it. Christina was, if you heard what happened to the stain, Christina was there when all that stuff went down. So it's been a hell of a week. And yeah, it was a hell of a week, and she can use those hugs. Lakanama's being nice. Christina, my dear, I'm with you. Sending you and Dan all my best wishes. Yeah. Thank you, Lakanama. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's been a bad week. Been a bad week for my other show, everybody. Could Tom or Lakanama put a link to the Discord in the chat? It sounds like so much fun. Yeah, you got to get in there. PW, you got to get in, brother. You got to get in. You'll love it. You will love it. We want you to get in there. Merlin. Thank you, Wes. That's what I was thinking of, was Merlin. Thank you. You got thin billies. Are you going to make me change my whole room around? Dude, I got it because I was told I was told because the thin billies are thinner, they can hold omnibuses, Adam. So, you know what I mean? I need to put something on all these walls, like the entire room. I just want to put up thin bookshelves so I can have all my books on it. So that's why I'm doing thin billies. By the way, Adam, it's good to see you in here, brother. Gracie says, hey, Adam, how's it going? Let's see. Gracie says, just watching dinner and watching ChubbyRay live stream. Oh, that's great, buddy. Alan Aruba says, only 3 unread omnibuses looking at you. I've been screamed at by 100. Well, I got a bunch. I've got a bunch of unread. I'm just saying that's at the top of my, those are the ones that I'm thinking I want to read next. So those are the ones that are screaming at me. I have to make the decision. By the way, Tom gifted a ChubbyRay Comics membership. Thank you, buddy. Who did he gift it to? Cheeky Chicken. Cheeky Chicken, awesome. Way to go, Cheeky Chicken. That's great, man. Chris says, Adam at Crooks and Bandits packing is phenomenal. He has all my collected edition business. Dude, that's great. That is great. I love it. That makes me happy. When I hear that, that makes me happy, guys. Adam, I'm buying everything from Adam now. I want to get, there's so much stuff. Adam, I want to get the Red Coat. Make sure you're getting the Red Coat Deluxe Edition, Adam. I want Red Coat Deluxe Edition. I want Zdarsky Batman Omnibus. There's so much stuff I want. Oh, man. I got to get that stuff. Oh, my God. Ray, I'm working on a fun surprise for you. Should be half done tomorrow. Oh, Cyclops fan. Thank you, buddy. I can't wait. Can't wait. Chewy Queso says Prime was wearing a Legion suit. Yeah, I think Superboy Prime is somehow going to be involved in the Legion reboot. I really do. I hope. Wes says, I'm reading X-Men Inferno Prologue. Love this classic. I've never read that. I've got it, Wes. Never read it. I'll have to check that out. Ray, are you planning on getting the Waltz Comic Shop Chip Zdarsky Omnibus exclusive variant? No, I think the standard cover looks kind of cool. You know what I mean? And I have, by the way, that Waltz cover. I have. The Waltz cover is also the cover of the hardcover of Failsafe. So this is Failsafe. It's the same cover. This is the cover they're using as the variant for Waltz. And I have this. I love this cover, but I'm using the Zdarsky standard cover, which is awesome. But I have the cover. By the way, a CNT set me up on Discord. It wasn't working until he gave me the right link. Yeah. I love it. I added a section for Adam to give updates. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yes. Oh, that's right. There is a Crooks and Bandits comics section on our Discord. I saw that. Lacanema, and I was going to ask about, okay. When you go to our Discord, there is an actual thing that says Crooks and Bandits. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says Crooks and Bandits, right? Crooks and Bandits comics. And you click on that. And if you have any question for Adam, you ask it and he answers it. And he gives updates and stuff. Like he said pre-orders are slowly it was letting everybody know to check his website for the pre-orders that he was slowly rolling out. And then he said, if anybody has any questions about the pre-orders, post them here and I'll answer them. And he's just answering questions. It's really, really cool. And he went and like Wes said, is Batman the Bronze? This is a great question, Wes. Wes asked, is Batman the Bronze Age Omnibus past FOC? If not, I'd like to pre-order from you. And Adam says, it is not. I can get that book loaded up, and then you check back, and you can so we can pre-order. Oh my God, Batman Bronze Age is going to be so freaking big. I think Batman's Bronze Age is going to be awesome, guys. That's a great question. That sounds exactly like why Lakanama invented this channel on the Discord. So you can go in and you could say, hey, Adam, I really want to get, like, for example, when I look at the books coming out, this fall, I get so excited because there's so many good books, right? And there are books I want to get and I want to make sure I get. So I can look up what books are coming out, and then I can go to that page and I could let Adam know, hey, is there any way you could put that up for pre-order? Like, let me open up my DC Comics stuff just so I can look ahead, because I'm trying to find out what date stuff comes out. Okay. So maybe I want to get the Superman Action Comics by Dan Jurgens, Volume 2. I want to make sure Adam's going to get it. I can go to there and ask, hey, man, are you going to get that? So I could get, to let him know that you want that. The Flash by Joshua Williamson, Omnibus, Volume 3. Oh, my God. I definitely am going to get that. I'm trying to get to the fall, but I keep getting caught up in all the other stuff. I see stuff that I like. September. Let me get to November. Oh, Batman the Black Casebook Deluxe Edition. Oh, I'm going to need that one, Adam. I definitely need that one. Superman, Our Worlds at War, Omnibus, Volume 2. Definitely need that. JSA Compendium 2. Oh, my God. Adam. JSA Compendium 2 and DC Finest Batman, Curse of Crime Alley. I'm definitely going to need those. Oh, there are so many books. Oh, my God. There are so many books that I need. Legion of Superheroes by Mark Waid. Oh, come on. Oh, it's going to be a great year. It really is. Tim Drake Compendium 2. Oh, my God. I'm in December. Have you guys looked at the books coming out? Oh, my God. There's so many. We have so many great books that are coming out, man. So many great books. When you bounce ahead to like, when's FOC? When is FOC? That's probably a question I should ask in the chat room, or in the Discord. But I'm just wondering, when is FOC for Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider? Has that already happened? Oh, FOC date's May 5th, May 4th. Okay. So pre-ordered by Ghost Rider for Benjamin Percy. Anything before FOC can be pre-ordered, right? That would be awesome. How about Blood Hunt? I want the Blood Hunt omnibus. X-Men Age of Krakoa by Kieran Gillen. Definitely. I love Kieran Gillen. Uncanny X-Men Volume 6. Yes. Absolutely. Silver Surfer, the Infinity Gauntlet. Yes, that's already on there. By the way, you can pre-order that now. X Factor Volume 3. New Avengers Omnibus Volume 3. Yes, that's coming out in November. I'd love to get that one. Spider Woman. They've never done Spider Woman before. Putting that one out. Fantastic Four by Dan Slott. Omnibus Volume 2 is coming out in November. Venom War. God, there's so many great books coming out. Oh, there's so many great books, guys. Wow. Oh, I love seeing these books that are going to come out. By the way, Wes says Judgment from Economist is one of the favorite. That's his favorite things about Discord. Oh boy. Thanks, Christina. Wes says he's looking into getting some Thin Billies. Yeah, I got them because they allegedly hold omnibuses better because they're thinner. And my full omnibuses, I have to ask Dan to come over and reinforce them for the omnibuses. So I'd like these if I don't need to get them reinforced. That's why I went with them. Keep my fingers crossed. I love it. Adam said he's going to put up Batman the Bronze Age. Oh, dude, that's great. Colonel Underpants says Adam needs to take down the IST Empire. I don't know if Adam's in war with anyone, but I choose to get my stuff through Adam, and I think everybody should. And absolutely, I love the fact that the pre-orders are going up. I think it's wonderful. LP says, I hurt my thumb hitting the like button. Totally worth it. Absolutely. TP says, Ray, what percentage of your books have you not read? God, I don't know. I don't know because I average about an omnibus. For every 10 days, I read another omnibus. But I'm also reading paperbacks. You know what I mean? I try to read every 10 days, one omnibus and 5 paperbacks. Unless one of the paperbacks is an Epic Collection or a DC Finest, then the number shrinks. But that's my goal. Okay? That's my goal. So omnibuses. No, but then when I'm reading omnibuses, sometimes I get a thick one and it will take a little bit longer. But yet, like Batman Road to No Man's Land is a thick book. But I flew through it. This is something that should take 2 weeks. But sometimes I fly through it if it's really good. So, and then sometimes if I get a big book with slow parts, oh man. That'll slow me down. So yeah, but I don't know percent. I mean, I have a lot of books. So there's probably, I don't know, but I probably still haven't read. I'd say there's maybe 60% that haven't been read. Omnibus, but a lot of the omnibuses I've read in paperback. Like I've read the Francis Manapul, Brian Bucoletto Flash in paperback. But I want to read it in omnibus. You know what I mean? Like here is the New 52 Flash. And I've read it, I've read this, this stuff's all been read. But I want to read the omnibus. So I've got all of the I've got all the omnibus, but it doesn't mean, but I haven't read 60% of them, at least 60%. What's a comic that when you read it made you smile? Could use that comic right now is what's going on in my life. Nightwing Volume 1 made me smile. It put me in a good mood. By Tom Taylor. And then there are just, there are books that have great endings. A book with a great ending puts a smile on my face, A book where it all comes together. And, I love books. I love books where it's all building to a big ending, and the ending is the hero figuring out the team that he's got to put together, or the strategy that he has to put together to win everything. I just love that. I love that stuff. And that to me is a great ending. But I would say Nightwing Volume 1 by Tom Taylor is one of those books that puts you in a good mood. I'll tell you something that'll put you in a good mood. Green Arrow trade paperbacks. The Green Arrow trade paperback, Against the Wall, that's a book that will put you in a good mood. Because Green Arrow joins with Amanda Waller and all this stuff. Oh, my God. But then it's got a great ending. That is the paperback Against the Wall, Green Arrow, Joshua Williamson. It's very good. Puts you in a good mood. Dan says, I saw nothing about the Discord business. The only Discord I'm familiar with is the kind I saw. No, you got to try Discord. You'd love it. It really is. We should get a Discord for our other show. It would come in handy right now. I probably should have done that, but I don't know how to build it. Probably should have had that taken care of, though. If the morning disaster, this would be a good time this would have been a great time for a Discord. Lacanima, just saw your comment. Was getting some coffee, but I would be paying around the same price on eBay after shipping to the United States. About the same price. Hey guys, just stopped by to say hi. Wish you a great weekend. I'm not going to be able to stay. Oh, Federico. Come on. By the way, Tom put up the address of the Discord, guys. Everybody join it. Everybody join it. Adam is more active. I know. I'm in a lot. I don't always, sometimes I just read. I should definitely, Adam says, I'm going to take the fifth. I hope he was talking about, I don't know if he's talking about me or not, but it sure sounds like I'm going to take the fifth on that. All my Spider-Man's, Daredevil, Avengers, Silver Age, Infinity Gauntlet box set, 90% of all my independent books. Awesome, brother. I love it. Yeah, you guys, Crooks and Bandits Comics, everybody should be going to their website. You really should be. That's where you should be buying your books from. Aaron says, I got my package delivered from Adam at Crooks and Bandits today. That's awesome, dude. And who you thinking, Aaron? Whose code you use? Whose code you use, buddy? Let me know whose code you used. Love it. Chewy Queso says, let me go ask Adam what he's wearing. I don't know if Adam will answer that. I think he's answering questions about comics. What's up, everyone? C&T, what's up, buddy? I got I got DC Finest introducing Wonder Woman. Awesome. Etrigan. Hey, Aaron, let me know what Etrigan the Demon, because I'm wondering if I don't get that, because I don't have that, but I don't know if I like it or not. Let me know what you think when you read that, because I know that Adam's got that up for a great price. I wouldn't mind if it's good. I wouldn't mind adding it to my collection. I love DC Finest, but I'm trying to keep it to the DC Finest I'll actually read. What's up, carrots and tomatoes? There's no carrots and tomatoes. I like C&T's start of his new starts of his videos. Hey, I'm Comics and Tortillas. I like comics and tortillas. I love the beginning, but the other one, I like comics and tortillas and vegetables. Look, Nightwing Omnibus Volume 2, Ray. June and July are packed. I know, dude. I can't wait. And I can't wait. You know what? I need a busy omnibus. I need busy omnibus months to get here. I can't, you guys, I can't wait. I can't wait till every week means another big box from Crooks and Bandits. I need to be opening up some big boxes, man. Filled with omnibus. I can't wait till, I can't wait till my orders for omnibuses alone every month are in the hundreds. I can't wait for that. I love those months where I'm stretched so thin. I have no credit left. I just love it. Nightwing, I love it, love it, love it. I love Nightwing Volume 1 is already out. That's the book I'm saying, which is going to be great, or which is great. Nightwing Volume 2 will be great too. Can't wait. Adam says he wants Redcoat 2. Hopefully Zdarsky Batman will be here tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome, brother. Oh, I want that, man. ASAP. DC Finest Joker. I want DC Finest Joker. Yes. Yes, I definitely want DC Finest Joker. Oh, Adam, we'll have to talk so I can make my order. I gotta buy some books. Oh my God. By the way, Aaron's doing it for dinner. Pan-seared fish sandwich on toasted buns with cheddar cheese and fresh spinach leaves. Oh my God. That sounds great. By the way, Federico got his War Games. Yeah, buddy. From Crooks and Bandits. Excellent packaging, but Ray spoiled me. I was expecting a little gift. Maybe next time. I got to go later, Federico. Oh, I love it. You'll love War Games, brother. You're going to love it. You will love it. Adam, I will definitely order. I'm definitely ordering that Chip Batman from you. Absolutely, guys. And the other reason, listen, the other reason that I'm doing that I go from Crooks and Bandits, and this is, I love Adam, but this is the other reason. When I order Chip Zdarsky's Batman, okay, I'm gonna put my order in. I like the fact that I'll put my order in, Tuesday or whatever. I'll put my order in. I like the fact that Wednesday, that the next day, my stuff's in the hands of the post office, already on its way. This is what pisses me off about that in-stock trades. This is what pisses me off. It'll sit there. It'll sit there. And then after it sits there for like 3 days, then all of a sudden it gets a little half thing or whatever. A little half thing. And then I got to wait a few more days. And then it finally has the little red thing that says it's shipped. How in the hell did it take 4 days or 5 days to ship my book? How hard is it? Pack it, put it in a box, and ship it. That's what I get from Adam. This in-stock trades, man. That really pisses me off. It pisses me off. I'm paying my money to get something. I expect it to be shipped. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait a whole week or 2 weeks. Or there have been times it's been 5 freaking weeks for people to ship my stuff out. That's ridiculous. That's the biggest problem that these places have. It's the biggest problem is they don't ship the books. Ship the books. What's up, El Gazebo? Smash that like button. Thanks, Aaron. El Gazebo says, just started reading Bendis. Oh, dude, you're going to love it. Bendis's Daredevil is top notch. You will love it. Slasher says I was gonna pre-order Age of Apocalypse from CGM, but if Adam's getting it, I'll go with Crooks and Bandits. Will be his first. Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, FOC's for that. FOC for that is not till I don't know when the FOC is, but Adam can definitely get it from Adam. Yes, you'll love it, Slasher. You've got to do your first order. I want you to do your first order, and I want you to I want to hear what you think when you get it, because I love it, because then it's gonna be, oh, Ray, I'm proven right. I love that, because I'm an egomaniac. I love taking credit for something that I did absolutely nothing for. Oh, Gazebo says just pre-order Age of Apocalypse and Ultimate Spider-Man 2. Yes, absolutely. Mr. Negative says only Omnis I'm pre-ordering are Legion 1, Triangle Era, and maybe the Swamp Thing, Dark Genesis. Yeah, I'm still debating, am I going to get the Swamp Thing? I'm definitely getting Triangle Era Volume 3. I love Superman Triangle Era. In fact, I was I occasionally look at my Superman, and just like I look at all my books here, I look and I go, and I start visualizing what it's going to look like when I add the new books to it. Like my Superman omnibuses, the shelf, you guys will notice, the shelf is, it's completely filled. So where am I going to put the next Superman? This is the problems that I have. I'm such a freaking geek. Look at that. I look at that and I go, oh, where will I put things? You know what I mean? But I can't wait. I can't wait till I get the third Triangle Era. I'll have 1, 2, and 3. Oh my God. And 2 and 3 will have the same spines because of the DC Bullet logo. You know what I mean? And then I'll have Superman Worlds at War Volume 2 coming soon. Oh my God. And then I'll have part 2 of the Dan Jurgens. Those are gonna have to be on a different shelf, so they're all next to each other. Or maybe I could go across and start putting them on the next shelf too. All Superman. I love it. That's the stuff I love, is when I could start filling my shelves. Oh, this is my new DC light, by the way. Isn't that cool? When I start filling my shelves, oh my God, isn't it feel great? Doesn't it feel great? Like, you look right here. When I get New Avengers Volume 3, oh my God, I'm gonna have that hole filled. That will be awesome. That's the stuff I stress on that I shouldn't, but I love it. I love it. Just love it. Okay. By the way, Adam says, Slasher, I have a bunch of books that are going to go up tonight. Check back tomorrow. All right. So Adam can put the oh, dude, if you put the pre-order up for that, that would be great. See what I'm talking about, guys? And the Discord room that Lacanema created, you can talk, you can put the messages in, Adam can see them. That is fantastic, guys. That's what this is about. You guys will be able to ask questions like that. Hey, Adam, I want to pre-order Age of Apocalypse, and Adam could put up there, yeah, I'm getting it. And he's going to put it up tonight. Dude, that's awesome. That's why we do this stuff. Love it. Discord has a channel for members to post their collections and hauls for those looking to get involved and share their precise things. Absolutely, man. I love it. Saran Ram says, I have the Thin Billy ones, and I would still highly recommend reinforcing them. The thin Billies mostly help with the shelves, not bowing from the weight. Okay, cool. That's cool. Well, Dan Dan has this. It looks like a drill. I'm sure it's common, but I think it's special because I don't understand this stuff. He has this drill and he takes these little brackets and he goes, oh, zzz, and it's like this, and he screws it in, zzz, 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 and it's done. And so he reinforces my shelf. It's awesome. But I'm glad that there'll be no bowing. That makes me happy. That is awesome. So you've got them. You've got them, and you're saying that. Uh-oh. Now Adam says they still, how do the little ones bow? Because I'm hoping this is my answer. El Gazebo says, Ray, as of today, my fiance considers toy part of our home. Love it. And your fiance doesn't complain about the comics, right? She doesn't complain about the comics. Now she doesn't complain about the toy. Oh, dude, marry her. Absolutely. That's a girl you marry. If you get a girl that doesn't complain about the comics, marry her. I dumped the one that complained about the comics. And that's how I ended. And I met my wife. When we were just dating, and she had no problem with the comics. In fact, she was excited. She was like excited, going, "Oh, these are cool." I was like, I was sold. There was no doubt in my mind I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this woman. And it was awesome. And look, even now, my wife does all the shipping for this show. It makes me so happy. And still, she'll even read some comics, which is astounding to me. Slasher, you're right, man. I think No Man's Land is so good. It's one of my favorite Batman stories. Road to No Man's Land, No Man's Land 1, No Man's Land 2. I wish they do a Road to No Man's Land and include Contagion and Legacy. I really wish they'd do that. Hey, Ray, what's up? How are you? Is the Thunderbolts Dark Reign? Oh, yeah, dude. You don't know. All right. Do you know what Dark Reign is about, Mainline? Dark Reign takes place. Let me take 30 seconds to try to describe it to you. Okay. Let me try to describe it. I'm going to set a timer. Hey, Siri, can you give me a 30-second timer? All right, here we go. Dark Reign takes place after Secret Avengers. Where I can't see the timer. Jesus, where is it? Hey Siri, I can't see the timer. All right. All right, here we go. Dark Reign takes place after Secret Avengers. It's when Norman Osborn gets all his power in the Marvel Universe. Now, remember Civil War, they had put the Superhuman Registration Act in. Well, it's a power grab by Norman Osborn to find out every hero's identity and their secrets, and he's trying to get all their technology. Dark Reign is what that era is called. It's amazing. It is amazing. There you go. That's my 30-second description. That's my 30-second description of the Dark Reign era. That's what it's about. It is about Norman Osborn coming to power. And then he takes the Thunderbolts, he takes the villains, and he turns the villain, and he dresses Bullseye as Hawkman. He dresses the different villains as being the heroes, and he ends up taking them out there, and he dresses himself as Iron Patriot instead of Iron Man, and it's a whole era, and it's great. And the Thunderbolts Dark Reign Thunderbolt's Dark Reign is all of it. This is also when the Dark Avengers is also going on. So it is really, it's a great, it is truly a great, it's a great era of Marvel Comics. It is truly amazing. And this was what year was this? This is early aughts, right? This was prior to 2010 or right around 2010. It's crazy. But yeah, this omnibus is going to be great. I've got the trade paperback of it, and it's really good. And I think you're going to love it. I think it's going to be fantastic. Anybody correct me if anything I said wrong. Let me know. Slash is up for the Calyx shelves to the Billies. Billies fit more snug, but Calyx has less chance of caving in. Well, I like double-sided Calyx, but they take up a lot of room. So I have these shelves right here. I have two of these, but I took one out of the room, and I'm going to put my books on Billies. And I want to put Billies all the way around this room. So every wall will have Billies out. That's what I'm doing. You know? You could fit Omnis on two sides too. I know, but but it's got to be in the middle. Like this is in the middle of the room, so it's got Omnis on both sides, which is great. But I've only got room for one of those big Calyxes. You know what I mean? I want something that could be up against the wall. Mainline, the Thunderbolts Dark Reign saga is so good. Pretty much a task force of villains pretending to be heroes. Some amazing characters. Can't recommend highly enough. Yeah, Alan, it's awesome. Good description. By the way, oh, thank you. I love it. Been loving. We got a super chat. Oh, I love it. Thank you, buddy. Long Island Dash Express says, been loving the channel. I'm a Wednesday warrior, but also love collected editions. That's awesome, brother. Especially the omnibus. Keep up the great work. Long Island Dash Experience. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love when I get super chats. And now the show will go longer. Instead of ending at 7, we'll continue it on. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And welcome. Please come in more. Join this community. You'll love it. Thank you, buddy. Jack Soul says, I think the first trade volume of Savage Avengers ends with Punisher and Conan walking into the snowy mountains to go after the next threat. I need to reread it and finish the run. Dude, Savage Avengers is fantastic. I have the omnibus. It's one of my favorite omnibuses. I love it. Also, quick question. When is the Spider-Man by DeMatteis omnibus? All right, here's what's going on. We are giving away Monday the DC versus Marvel omnibus. All right, this is from Crooks and Bandits Comics. We're giving this away Monday. In just a few minutes, I'm going to put some more entries in because I've just been talking too much and I can't stop talking to catch up. All right, so we're giving that away Monday. Then on Tuesday, I have a roundtable with Dom of X. Then Wednesday, I'm giving away our Patreon. We're doing a Patreon giveaway of a Daredevil Epic collection. Anybody who has commented on the Patreon giveaway post, which is at the top of the page, I haven't put anything else on Patreon because I'm waiting for, I want to get everybody in on that. All right. So we will give that away near the beginning of Wednesday's show. And then we will immediately start refilling the Rice Krispies Cup of Death in order to win Spectacular Spider-Man by J.M. DeMatteis. We'll begin filling the cup to win this which is the next giveaway from Crooks and Bandits Comics. Adam sent us this, and we're giving it away for free. You can win this. It's going to be awesome. All right. And it'll start Wednesday. The giveaway starts Wednesday. And it's going to last until, and the giveaway will go a few weeks. We'll go a few weeks doing entries, and then we'll give it away. I'll name the date. I'll name the date of when it's going to be. All right. I can't wait. I'm very excited about that. I mean, I have it, but I know a lot of people don't. And I know how excited people are about this. I've actually gotten emails from people just asking that same question, mainline. Good evening, Xbox by degree. By the way, Gazebo says he found one of his whales at an excellent price. Uncanny X-Force. Rip Remender, huh? That's awesome. Or no, yeah, that is it. Is that no? That is yeah. Uncanny X-Force is a Remender, isn't it? Did we get another? Is there another super chat? Oh my God. Oh yes. Thank you, PW. PW says, just super chat. Yes. Just joined the ChubbyRay Discord. Woohoo. Excited to share pics of my life. Dude, we can't wait. We can't wait. I can't wait to see your pics, Piano Wizard. PW, I love going to my Discord and looking and just looking at collection pics. It warms my heart to see those. It makes me happy. That's awesome, brother. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That's a great super chat. Thank you, buddy. All super chats are great, but that's especially a good one. So I'm glad you're in the Discord now. Tom says Ray loves hearing someone pop their Crooks and Bandits cherry. I do. I get, I do get I get fired up when I hear that. Absolutely. Tap that like button. Don't make it weird. It's right there. Lonely, vulnerable, begging. Smack it like you're validating its entire existence. Absolutely, brother. Xbox by degree says when Crooks and Bandit starts pre-order, they started. Crooks and Bandit. Adam set up pre-orders. If you go to the Discord, you see he set them up this week. You can pre-order right now, and he's putting up more. He'll be adding to more tonight, so you can pre-order. Right now at crooksandbanditscomics.com. Makes me happy. Let's see. Long Island Dash Success is definitely going to give Adam a go. Yeah. Long Island Dash Success, you're close. You're close because Long Island, I mean, Adam's over in Jersey, so you guys are very close. I'm sure the shipping doesn't take long from there. Gotta say, I loved Adam and the vet guy. That was really chill. Two awesome dudes to talk comics. Yeah. I love when Adam's on as a guest. And you guys, I want you to, if you watch last Monday's show, when I decided to make it, an elimination draw, I want you to look at Adam's face when I pull out the garbage can, because you could see the look of horror on his. You can see the look of horror on his face. It is delightful to watch. It is delightful to watch how uncomfortable Adam is as I'm throwing names into the garbage can. Oh my God. That was fantastic. It was awesome. CNT says, Adam, how much for Chip's Batman? Has he put up the I think he's Did he say he got it in already? Did he already get that in? Son of a bitch. Did he already get that in? That means it'll be going up on the website, right? I'm sure it's going to go for the same prices, you know, as what they usually go for, which is nowhere near cover price, thank God. DB says Daredevil or Nightwing. CNT says Nightwing. I love Nightwing, but man, I love Daredevil. I love both. I do love both. Just join the Discord. Love it, love it, love it. I cannot put into words how much I love Tomasi and Gleason's Superman. I've never read it. I got to read that. Eric, that's a good point, brother. I got to read. I have never read. I've read the paperback, some paperbacks, but I've never read the whole run. I've got to read that whole thing. Xbox by Degree says, isn't that the same light that Jess has? I don't know. It might be. My wife saw, I think she saw it when Jess was on my show. My wife came in and talked to Jess before we started the interview. And my wife loves Jess. She's a huge fan of OmniDog. So she was just talking to him before the stream started. And she's like, oh my God, his shelf looks so cool. And then this week, my wife says, hey, I got a gift. My wife and my anniversary is Tuesday. And my wife says, hey, I got an early anniversary gift. And I'm like, really? Which I felt bad because I haven't gotten her one yet. She goes, here. And she showed me, and it is the DC light. You guys can see it's up on the shelf right there. And that shelf is a DC shelf, by the way. And she got that for me, and I love it. So, yeah, I don't know 100% if OmniDog's light was the inspiration, but I believe it might have been. She hasn't said for sure, but I know she saw one at OmniDog's place, and now I've got one. So, and I've wanted one. So it looks like it was in my best interest. That's what I get for being a nice guy and being friends with OmniDog. Love it. I wish New Avengers Volume 1 wasn't such a nightmare to find. It was a small print run for, man. I love New Avengers Volume 1. It's so good. So good. I think I'm almost caught up, right? Rated your wife finally kindly met? Not yet, DP. She will. I've got a similar sized omnibus that she's going to take. She's taking it to the post office, and she's going to ask them to weigh it along with specifically your address. So she will have the complete information for me to pass along. Ray, did you ever start those Batman books you pulled about? Yeah. Yeah. And they're coming up. I will definitely be talking about those. You hit the jackpot, Ray. My wife also supports my addiction. Yes. But you know what? Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Wes. My wife would rather have my addiction be comic books than my addiction be anything else that it could be. Christina says, I needed an argument. No, you notice my Siri experiment went very smooth this time. He says, it's a blessing. It's a different vibe reading in bed beside. Dude, I read in bed every single night. Every night I read in bed. My wife never complains. I just love it. DP says 30-second summary video sounds cool. Yeah, it was actually fun. By the way, the price for Chip's Batman is $76.99 with my code save $2, so it'll be $74.99. So if you use the ChubbyRay Comics code, you get it for under $75. Get the hell out of here, dude. That's awesome. Love it. Laconima says, Just got back. Is Ray going to bless his YouTube audience with a fireside chat with Siri? Please. No, I'm not going to talk to Siri again. Every time I talk to Siri, it's a problem. Adam says, as much as I like my Calyx, I hate them at the same time. Yeah, I love my Calyx. I just wish I had, if I had a bigger room, my dream would be to just put a bunch of Calyxes in the middle. But I don't have, I have this size rooms. So I can only fit so many. You know what I mean? Ray, which film do you have on as your white nose? I know. I try to read with no sound. I don't put any background noise in. By the way, Planet says, Ray, YouTube has assembly videos for bookshelves. If you went to compare materials, some companies are exactly the same. Huh. For the Patreon, is it picking the comment or the commenter? What it is, okay. Thunder will go through. Here's how we do it. Here's how we did it last time. It's how I'm planning on doing it this time. Thunder will go through every comment on Patreon, right? And every single every commenter, he will put them in the wheel. All right. And we spin the wheel, and it's elimination wheel. That's how we do it. So everybody who comments goes in once. Every commenter goes in, and we spin the wheel until we have just one commenter left. That's how we do it. And it's pretty nice. The next giveaway is the DC versus Marvel Omnibus. Wednesday is the Daredevil Concrete Jungle Epic Collection. And then Wednesday, late in the show, will be when we start the entries for the Spectacular Spider-Man. All right. Let's see. By the way, Lacanima says PW has a great epic collection as well. Did he post the picture, Lacanima? Hold on. I got to go to Discord. Oh, if he already posted the picture, I got to see. If he's already posted, I got to check this out. I'll have to see. Oh, by the way, I see there's some new pictures up there. Dude, I love when we get new pictures on Discord. It makes me happy, man. It's awesome. One of my favorite things to do is watch people's omnibuses and absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I don't know why. But I just love it. Xbox says, I was gifted a ChubbyRay YouTube membership, but it ends soon. If I join the Patreon, does that cover YouTube as well? No, they don't. No. I tried to keep the Patreon. I got the Patreon. I put it as low as I could put it. Okay. Because listen, I've told you guys before, the reason that I'm using Patreon is so that I get a free website, but you've got to pay Patreon a little bit to get that. So Patreon takes the money that you would draw from Patreon. The money you would draw from Patreon, that Patreon gets a piece of. Okay. So I had to, in order to get a dollar tier, I had to create a bigger money tier. Okay. So that they would allow me to get the dollar tier. And so I did. And by the way, which is it's just a donation for the channel. somebody did buy the which was wonderful. I think it means the world to me that somebody did that. It was very nice. Yeah, so you can, you get your tier, and by the way, Patreon is for giveaways and just fun stuff. But I usually am trying to post every day on Patreon, but because of this giveaway, I haven't been. But after Wednesday, after the giveaway, it'll go back to normal. So, and then, but I want to keep it just one post. I don't want to post and then post again with it, and because it'll be too hard to get all the different comments. I'm trying to figure out, once I figure out how to keep a post at the top, it will always be the giveaway post, and then the stuff after it'll be the new stuff. Once I actually figure that out, then we'll be back to normal. But that's what we're doing now. But no, the Patreon and the YouTube are two different things. I wish it could be the same, but it can't. That's, YouTube's got their own thing. When the Teen Titans by John's Compendium comes out, I'm going to buy it from Adam. Oh, yeah, Wes. I'm also excited about the Robin Compendium, the Red Robin Compendium, the JSA Compendium. Oh, I am so ready we're going to get so many compendiums this year. Oh, my God. I'm geeking out on the compendiums. I love it. I'm so excited about it. That vote by elimination had me laughing my ass. Yes, I love the vote by elimination. It's so much fun. But I have a feeling the vote by elimination for Spectacular Spider-Man is going to be tough. Because the people that didn't get that book, like, I know the people that got it when it first came out, they're very happy. Like, I'm happy that I got it when it first came out because I love that. But it sold out so quick. And then the restock sold out. And now you got to go to eBay and spend a fortune if you want to get it. So I think people really want that. So that will hurt more. You know what I mean? Like, the Amalgamage hurt when you lost the Amalgamage. You're like, oh, I really wanted that. So, but I think that's what Spectacular Spider-Man is going to be about. But I love the vote by elimination, or the draw by elimination. It's fantastic. Piano Wizard says my DC was a great. Yeah, isn't that a great anniversary? My wife, she also bought me a Marvel light. She sent me a picture of the Marvel light, and she goes, here's your other anniversary gift. And it's awesome. So, and I don't know if she got inspiration from Omnidog or not, but if that's what she got it, then I owe him a thank you because I love it. By the way, Christina says, did he say read in bed or pee the bed? If you're talking about me, I said read in bed. I do not pee the bed. Xbox by Degree says, that's a cool DC light. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, my wife asked me, she goes, that DC light would be a cool giveaway. I go, yeah. She goes, don't you think? I mean, I don't know if she's asking me to agree with. I don't know if she's asking me to agree with one, or if she was suggesting that we get a DC light and give it away. Because she said she got a really good deal on it. So can I ask you guys, is that something you would want? If I could get another one of those DC, I have the DC light for myself, and I am not giving this away. I love this freaking light. The light's not even on, by the way. It's just sitting there. I haven't turned it on yet, but would somebody want that? And it's a little statue thing that sits. In fact, it's still in its plastic. I got to take it out of the plastic, but it's still in the plastic, and there's a Batman symbol on the bottom. Can I ask, would you guys want that? Would that be a good giveaway? Would you guys think that would be a good giveaway? I'd love to get your opinion on it. Is that something you guys would be interested in winning? So that would be awesome. Dan says, I could build you some shelves that would be well nigh unbendable, but materials would cost more than just buying stuff. Hey, Dan, could you all seriousness, could you price that out? You don't have to buy anything, but just price them out. Give me an idea of what it would cost. Because I got to be honest, if the thin billies don't work, my next step would be, and the other thing is I would like to get shelves that are right at the top. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10" and so much, whatever. I know I'm not 5'11", but I'm just under 5'11". So Dan, I'd need mine to be, and then I got another couple feet with my hands. So they need to be almost 8 foot tall, and maybe build some shelves that tall to surround the whole room with. That would be really cool. If you could price the materials, let me know, buddy. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Oh, DP's, I meant which MCU film for white noise. Oh no, I don't fall asleep during MCU films. No. Not yet, buddy. Oh, Piano Wizard has not posted yet. Oh, let me know, buddy. I want to look. I can't wait to see him. By the way, Wes says he's waiting for a few things to come in. Then he's got a big haul to post. Oh, I love it. Chewy Queso, hello. With his birthday tomorrow, he should have a cheeky haul on Discord. Love it. Dude, that's awesome. Ray, did you see the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 in the Age of Apocalypse? I know, I heard that. Adam from Crooks and Bandits was just saying he's going to put them up so people can pre-order. He's putting, somebody just asked about Age of Apocalypse, and he's putting it up on crooksandbanditscomics.com to where you guys can pre-order. I'm very excited that they're going live. That's great. That makes me really happy. By the way, Aaron says, I just posted my pickups from Adam at Crooks and Bandits in the hall section. Dude, I got to see. Let me go to the hall section. All right. Where is... Oh, there's there. Oh, look at that. Nice, Aaron. Aaron just posted. I'll show you guys. I'm such a geek, man. I'm such a geek, but I get off on this stuff. There we go. Aaron just got the Demon. Lonely Are the Hunted. That looks awesome. Wonder Woman Golden Age, man. Love it. And Batman Sword of Azrael. I haven't gotten that Sword of Azrael yet. I got to get that. Dude, that's a nice haul, brother. That is a nice haul, buddy. Looking good, Aaron. Looking good, buddy. Fantastic. That's what we're talking about. It's so cool to go to Discord and see that stuff. Let's see. Ray likes to torture us. That's why he likes to do the elimination draws. I love it. But really, that's how we do it. I think it was DP that asked the question. In all seriousness, Thunder goes to the Patreon. He takes every single comment and he puts them into a spinning wheel. And then we just spin the wheel until there's one commenter left. And whoever the last one is, that's who wins. That's who wins. That's how we did it last time. That's how we'll do it Wednesday. To give away the Patreon giveaway. Of Daredevil Concrete Jungle. All right. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. And I shouldn't be talking about this, but I need to get Laconoma's address because I have not sold this, and I want to get Laconoma's address and see what it would cost to send this to friggin' Germany. Because Laconoma did set up my Discord. And maybe if I send this to him, Laconoma can set up my morning Discord for me. So I'm thinking maybe if I send him this book, he could set that up too. I'm just, Christina, Dan, that cool with you guys? Don't you think Laconoma setting us up a Discord for Morning Disaster? It would really come in handy right now. I don't know. But if Laconoma sends me his address, then I could find out what this would cost to ship and, and then decide whether or not, because I know Laconoma's looking for it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just thought I'd ask. Let's see. I'm trying to fast forward, guys. Dan says he needs a measure. My original plan was to make shelves all the way around, Ray. Yeah. Okay. Top shelf would have to be 7 foot tall, then I guess. Yeah, Dan, let me know when you want to come over. You can do that stuff. Hey, Ray, when do you think my wife just said he's coming over? Oh, okay. My wife said he's actually coming over now. Okay, good. That's awesome. Or he's coming over sometime. I don't know if it's now or when, but that's awesome. Hey, Ray, when do you think we'll get Marvel Compendiums and which should be the first title? I want Hulk Peter David. Oh, yeah. I got it. I was a guest. I was a guest on the Near Mint Condition. Omar did a show. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was a couple months ago. Omar did a show. It was about Marvel Compendiums. And I don't think I could say everything about it. I'm trying to remember if there was things we weren't supposed to say or. So Marvel got all that stuff from the show, and Marvel knows about it. And Marvel's considering doing compendiums. I think I can say that. Marvel's considering doing compendiums, and they used the Near Mint Condition show as some of the ideas for what if they do the compendiums, what the initial run would be. They used Omar's compendium show. That's what they used it for. So yeah, it was a very cool show. But you're right, man. But there was, my suggestions were Ed Brubaker's Captain America. Spider-Man by JMS, and there was something else. But there were different things in. And ended up with a big long list, and Marvel has definitely got that list for consideration. But Marvel, to the best of I haven't heard anything. I have not heard if they have made the decision yet on whether or not they are going to make compendiums. I have not heard, but I know that they were thinking about them. So, but I'm sure Omar will find out first. And he'll make an announcement, and it'll be awesome. It's just about time for us to start. I'm almost caught up, so. Dan says, so you're rewarding Laconoma for doing stuff for you, and I have to pay you to let me work for you. I'm just saying that I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I haven't said it for sure. I'm just putting it out there. I don't even know how to work. And look, what Discord is it's a community where you can just talk about, like for the ChubbyRay comics community, it's you could post pictures of everything and you can just chat, and at any point you can discuss comics and talk to other people in the community. What I was thinking with Morning Disaster is anybody who's a fan of the show, they can go in there and automatically talk to anybody. It's not direct messaging or anything like that. You just put it out there, and it's actually really cool. So I'm just especially now with what we're going through, after losing Steve Disdain, it's really been it has been a hellacious week for the Morning Disaster, and I think that it would help people have somebody to talk to. I just think it'd really be cool. You could do video calls too, yeah. All right, let's get some people in there. Let's get some entries in. But I was just thinking about it, and Lacanema set up the ChubbyRay Comics one. And by the way, Lacanema set it up for free, and I was on Facebook, and I just saw someone, they were offering their services to set up for this business. They were setting up, and they said, "What's that cost?" And the person said what it cost. And I went, "Oh my God." I'm like, Lacanema set that up for me for free. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. I should do something for Lacanema. So anyway, so that was, and I wanted to do something nice. And I know Lacanema wants that book, and I've got it. So why not just gift it to him? So that's why I asked. All right, Tom, let's get some people registered. We'll do randos. But first, let's get, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we do one more? All right. So we're going to do 6. So Tom will do we'll do two randoms. And the person that gets chosen and the person who's commented under them and above them will also get put in. All right. All right, guys. Let's start the scrolling. Tom, count down above 25, under 100. All right. Well, let me get my phone set to where you guys can see the scrolling. So that way nobody would have a chance to yell rigged. My wife said she'll yell rigged to make you guys feel better. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Start counting, Tom. I'm scrolling up. By the way, the super chats are highlighted. You guys see that? The super chats are highlighted on the screen. That's kind of cool. And the gifts are highlighted too. So I'm scrolling up. Once I get to the top, I'll start scrolling down. And I'm just waiting for Tom to text. All right. Here we go. Now we're going to scroll down. The person I pick, the people under them and above them will also be in. Oh, is that Tom? Okay, it's Tom. Tonight's rando, dragged from the cosmic lost and found, still smoking from re-entry and absolutely not briefed on the situation, is about to be not only thrown to the lions, but yeeted, catapulted, and administratively reassigned into the Rice Krispies cup of despair, where the stench of rotten Cocoa Puffs rises like a cursed fog, and Siri is already wheezing tears of laughter so hard she's buffering. And tonight, that ribbed, raging, doomed committee Rando is Eric, the main man. Eric, congratulations, buddy. Eric, you get in. And above you also getting in, Wes Wiggins. And beneath you also getting in, Alan Aruba. Alan, let me know. Let me know if you'd pay for shipping, because I know Alan's in London. I think London. I know he's over in the UK somewhere. And then if Alan doesn't get in, we'll put in Chris. Chris would get in, but it's up to Alan. Let me know, buddy. Eric, you get in. All right, so let me get these guys down so I can. Let me get the names down so we can add them to the Rice Krispie Bowl. All right. Eric, the main man. Wes Wiggins, whose last name I always get wrong. And will it be Alan or will it be Chris? I need to know if Alan's going to pay for shipping. All right, I need to know whether or not I put them in. And I guess they're close to the top. Let me see. Yeah, it seems they're close to the top. Let me put Alan in and. All right. Now, here's who is going in. And Chris, I'll let you know if Alan isn't going in, I'll put in Chris. All right. Here's who's going in from the membership pile. JC the Comic Geek. Isn't that a second one? I think it might be his second one. All right. Also, Catfish. Catfish. Congratulations, Catfish. Way to go. We got Catfish in. All right. We have Aaron 0070. Aaron's in. Aaron, I think, wasn't Aaron in the top 10 of the last one? All right. We have we have whoever this is. Let me see. Real Kien or KN. Real KN. All right. Let's get them put in. Danilo or Danny Lores. Danny Lores. I believe I'm trying to pronounce it right. And last but not least, we have Dejege. All right. And Dejege. You guys are all going in. All right. Let me get these people put in. Not bad. Now I can't wait to see how many people are complaining it's rigged. Here we go. Rigged. Rigged. Wes goes, yes, it's my second time. Rigged. Riggedy rigged. Unbelievable. I can always count on you guys. Rigged. Thank you. Thank you, Christina, for saying that I'm rigging things. I love it. JC says yes. It is number 2 for J. So JC and Wes are now both in twice. I love when stuff like that happens. All right. We'll see. And the drawing's Monday. There's not a lot of time. There's not a lot of time before this drawing's going to happen. We will see. And we'll do another Rando, Tom, a little bit later. All right. All right. Love it. Let's see. DP went twice. Yeah. Laconima says, I'll send you my address tomorrow, Ray. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Thanks, Laconima. I appreciate it, bro. Los Master says, not bad for being rigged. How dare you? So I'm going to be talking about here I know what I want to talk about. Let's just take a couple of minutes to talk about the book club, all right? So I can give you guys some of the details of the book club. You go to the Discord and let me know if you're in the book club. And then we've got to read Dark Patterns. Everybody read Dark Patterns. And then the book club is going to be, we're going to do a video of me, and I could pick 9 of you to join me, all right? And we will talk about the book. And everybody else could, you could just, if you can't get in, you could watch, but, and we'll do it live, and we'll just talk. And then answer questions, and it's actually going to be really cool. And it will be just to discuss Dark Patterns. And that'll be coming up. I'm thinking that'll be coming up. I'm thinking that'll be coming up next weekend. So not this weekend, but the first weekend in May. I'm thinking it'll be coming up the first weekend in May. All right. That's what I'm thinking about. And I want to make sure that's cool with everybody. And it would be our first ever book club. And this is something that I want the book club to become a regular thing, to where we say, okay, we're going to read this book and blah, blah, blah. Everybody, and then we all discuss it. I'm really looking forward to it. But that'll be happening next weekend. So if you've got Dark Patterns and you want to get in the Discord, join the book club, and it'll be a live broadcast, and we will just talk about the book, and it's going to be awesome. Aaron, I have not heard from Diego yet, buddy. I have not. I know Diego is going to school. I think he's going to night school or something. So if it's night, he has classes, and we don't hear from him. So I think there were probably classes. Our last show was Wednesday, right? I think he left for class, so and he hasn't been back yet. So that is coming up, and that'll be next. I'm thinking maybe next Sunday, but I'll actually announce when it's going to be and see who's gonna join and who wants to be on, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It is really gonna be fun. Oh, thanks, Mike. I've got some. You guys want to do other giveaways? Should we do other giveaways tonight? Because I have some books I want to give away. I have New 52. I have New 52 Nightwing. This is the Prince of Gotham. This is Kyle Higgins. You know what I mean? This is for Kyle Higgins. From Kyle Higgins. It's very cool. You guys like this? Shall we give this away? And let me grab another book. And we'll give away. What else do we have here? I've got so much cool stuff. Plus, I've still got the Runaways. What the hell? I got a piece of paper. Did somebody win this? Why is there a blank piece of paper? Okay, yeah, I never got the address. Never got the address, buddy. We're giving it away again. Plus, I got Runaways. I also have Superman Doomsday. I was going to give these away on Superman Day. We have Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey, Volume 1, Volume 2, 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. I've got all three of these. These are hard to find. I don't know what they're worth. I'd rather you read them than sell them, but these are the giveaways. Got a DC book. Got a Marvel book. Another DC book. Let me grab another Marvel. And Spider-Man, Great Power, Great Mayhem. Who's the artist on this? Audio Scarone? I don't know who that is. I don't know. Spider-Man, Great Power, Great Mayhem, and X-Men, X-Villains. All right. Oh, and this seems to be this looks like Silver Age X-Men. Oh, special double size 150th issue of X-Men. X-Men versus Magneto. Oh, it just looks like a bunch of different stories. All right, so we'll give away Spider-Man, Great Power, Great Mayhem, and X-Men, X-Villains. So there you go. All right. All right, we're going to give these away. All right. Let's do let's start with a member. Let's start with we'll start with members. By the way, Mario says, hello, Chubby Ray and Chubby fans. Good afternoon. How are y'all doing? How is Chubby Chester? I have a cute nickname for Chester because he is losing weight. How about you nickname him Thin Chester? I hope he becomes Thin Chester. We're trying. My wife and I are trying to get him down to 26 pounds. But by the way, Chester started over 30 pounds. He started over 30 pounds, and he got weighed today, and he's down. Is he under 28, honey? So he's right. Where is he at now? 27.8. He's at 27.8, and he was at 28.4. So Chester has gone from 30s down to 28.4 or 27.8. That's really good. He's almost earned his nickname of Thin Chester. Not bad. It makes me happy. Okay, JC says thin live giveaways. Cool. Love. All right, let's do Nightwing for members. Nightwing for members, guys. Nightwing for members. And then we'll do should we do Superman for randos or Runaways for randos? Or do we do the X-Men and Spider-Man for randos? By the way, Aaron says, good job, Chester. Yeah, I'm real proud of him. I'm very proud of Chester. All right, let's do members. Let's do members for Nightwing. Good luck. Good luck. All right, everybody. Here we go. Oh, whoever this is, they don't win shit. All right. There's a not win shit right there. That's a not win shit. The winner of Nightwing is Mega Man. Mega Man. Congratulations, buddy. You win Nightwing. Mega Man. Put you back in. Hold on. Let me get my sticky note. My sticky note for Mega Man. By the way, I'm almost out of these sticky notes. I had the small pad, but I ran out of them. Mega Man, you've got to email me your address, Mega Man. Email me the address so I can get Nightwing Traps and Trapezes to you. This is 2 Run Volume 1. All right. By the way, Shane Matlock and only the cower. I've got an announcement to make about the 2 of you. I've got an announcement to make about the 2 of you. Please pay attention to the screen. If you will, pay attention to the screen. Because you didn't win shit. Oh. Sorry. But congrats, Mega Man. You won. Congrats, brother. Love it. All right, let's do Superman. Now, this is three paperbacks. It's Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey. This came out. This is when he had long hairs. This is late 90s. Late 90s. Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. And these do look cool. This is Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. I mean, That looks amazing. This is awesome, Superman. Love it. All right. 3 books. 3 books. Let's do a rando, Tom. Tom, let's do a rando for the 3 books. I do love the I love the giveaways. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Let's Tom, over 25, under 100. 3, 2, 1. Start counting now. That was Long Island Experience's super chat. When you saw the colored stuff on the screen, there was the membership gift. That was a green thing. Oh, did we get it? Okay. Tonight's very rigged, very random winner of a comic from the ChubbyRay, selected only after a generous bribe. Prepare your booze and your complaints. The winner is Piano Wizardry. Piano Wizardry. Piano Wizardry, you are the winner. Chip Crisper, you got I'm sorry, you didn't win. You didn't win shit. Oh, sorry. And Marvel Trucker Chris, you also terrible. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry to announce you didn't win shit. PW, you win. All right, PW, you'll get Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey going to PW. All right. Pretty cool. All right. Not bad. Not bad, guys. I love them. I love doing the giveaways. I mean, I love getting people signed up to win, you know. I love people getting signed up to win the omnibuses. But I do love when we do the comic giveaways. I feel special. I feel special. By the way, I'm thinking about my buddy Steve Payne. I just want to take a second to remember Steve. Remember the stain. I love this guy. I love this guy. We lost him. Yesterday. That's what was going on. Is the co-host of my other show. He does the show every morning with me and with Christina and I, and he was such a kind guy. He was so funny. You guys, he was funny. He was fearless. And if you'd ever listened to my other show and heard the things that he said, and you were like, oh my God, I cannot believe someone said that. That's how amazing this guy was. There were things every day. There were things I was too afraid to say. There were things that I was too embarrassed or too ashamed to ever say. Steve never, ever let that get in those way. There was nothing he wouldn't do. Nothing he wouldn't do to make people laugh. I love this guy so much. He was so funny. He really was just a delight. He was a delight to work with. I loved working with him. Christina loved working with him. Dan loved working with him. Everybody did the show loved working with him. My wife loved it. He was just an amazing guy. He really was great. And he was the inspiration. He was the inspiration for something that you guys have all heard about. You've heard about it over and over again. Steve was the inspiration for the Stain. And I do feel bad because I'm still writing the Stain script, and we were going to convert it. We were going to turn it into a radio drama. And we were going to play it and also give it and use it for the Kickstarter. I was going to raise money to do the comic. And I was going to raise money to do the comic with the radio drama. And it was because of me. I didn't get the script done, so we never recorded it. You guys don't know how much I wish we would have recorded it. It would have been nice to have heard the actual Stain script before Steve passed away. So I just wanted to take a second on tonight's show and acknowledge my friend. And anybody, and I know a lot of you guys haven't heard it, but I know Lakanama's gone over there and listened a little bit. And anybody who's ever gone over and listened to that show, you know how important a character Steve was. In fact, I have to be honest. That stuff is up in the air right now, man. It is, wow. I'm really having a hard time. I'm having a hard time. Letting it sink in that the morning disaster is going to be without him. And I just can't find the motivation to do it. We're doing a show. We're doing a celebration of Steve's life Tuesday, but it's just, look, Christina says he was the disaster, the morning disaster. He was the star. He really was. She already missed him. And he did. He considered Christina his sister. In fact, when he went into the emergency room, he told them, here's my power. This, any decisions you have to make, go through her. So he told them. And Lakanama says the show's never gonna, dude, I'm having a hard time coming to terms with that, Lakanama. I'm really having a hard time with it. Yeah. So you're right, Russell, you're right. He was the legend, man. I love that guy. He was so talented and so funny. And you guys, I'm serious, man. If you've never listened to the show, there are things he said that you couldn't believe. There are things he did that made people go, oh God, they did not say that. No, he did. He was fearless. I was so envious of that part of him, that there was that part of him that was so, he just didn't give a shit. He just didn't care. Lakanama says, I wanted him to watch the 24th race. Yeah, he was excited. Lakanama, he was talking. He and Spanky off the air, they would have these freaking racing. Oh my God. The racing things. And they never said Lakanama. They said that our new buddy from Germany is what Steve called you, was our new buddy from Germany. Because God forbid he learned the name. He and Spanky were talking about Spanky's like, I gotta see that race for them guys dying. They were talking about it. So it's funny that you bring that up. So yeah, he just, you know, yeah, he was just he was so great. And it was a fluke. He died, guys. He had a big traumatic fall last Monday. And the impact from the fall caused blood to get in his lungs, and they had to do a procedure to get the blood out, but he still kept bleeding. So they had to take him off. They needed it to clot. All right. So they had to take Steve off of blood thinners because Steve had a stroke before. He had a stroke and a heart attack before. So they took him off the blood thinners. And when they took him off the blood thinners, a pulmonary embolism entered into his lungs and killed him. And he died. He was intubated, and the pulmonary embolism, and they had to resuscitate him and bring him back to life several times. But eventually, when his heart stopped, his brain was deprived of oxygen so long that they couldn't bring him back a fifth time. And we lost him. But I got to tell you guys, he had never agreed, or he hadn't gone on this show yet, but he had agreed he was going to come on this show. He was going to come on this show, and he was going to talk about being the Stain. And I never got a chance to have him do it. I wish to God I would have gotten a chance to, because then you could have experienced him, and I guarantee you would have loved him. So yeah, I just want to take a second in this show today to bring him up because we all miss him. Dan says, I was holding his hand as he left us, so he didn't go out alone. Broke my fucking heart. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Christina was holding his hand. Was holding his hand as he went. And yeah, it was really tragic. So that's why things were so tough. And because we lost Steve, who we loved. And I know you guys would have, and I know that you guys that listened, you guys that checked out my other show, I know you guys loved him too. But I wanted to at least acknowledge that. That's why there's been sort of a weirdness in the background. But we'll get over that soon. We will get over that soon, and we'll get back to normal. But that's what the sadness has been. We lost Steve, so I wanted to at least bring it up before this show ended. Let's see. You guys, Adam was in earlier. He talked about how he'll be putting up the new pre-orders on Crooks and Bandits comics. If you have not joined the ChubbyRay Comics Discord, I highly, highly recommend joining it. There is a room, or there is a category called Crooks and Bandits comics. It's called Crooks and Bandits that Lakanama has put up. If you go into that room and you ask a question, Adam answers it. He makes sure, and the whole thing now is people are putting up, hey, can we do pre-orders for blah, blah, blah? And Adam goes, okay, now that you guys have told him, he'll go, all right, he'll find out, and then he'll put the pre-orders up. So you guys, you want to thank people like Wes, because Wes is the one who said, hey, Batman the Bronze Age, I'd like to be able to pre-order it. And Adam says, okay, I'll put it up. That's how that got put up, is because Wes was going. So and Age of Apocalypse is going up because somebody asked. If there's something you want pre-orders on, go in the Discord room and ask, or ask Adam when he's on the show, like he was on tonight. I'm sure he'll pop in. If he pops in tomorrow, make sure to have your list of what you want, and he'll put it up on the pre-order list. And then you guys, it'll be there for you to pre-order. That way you make sure you get it. And when I look at some of these books, the Marvel books, I can go through the DC books and go, okay, that'll sell good. That'll sell good. But I look at some of the Marvel books, especially the direct market cover. I look at those books and I say to myself, oh shit, that's going to sell out. That will sell out. So, yeah, those books we need to make sure to pre-order. You know, I know FOC has passed for Trial of Gambit, but I could have predicted make sure to pre-order that because that's going to sell out. But there are different Marvel books that I look at now and I'm like, oh shit, that's going to sell out. So make sure to get your pre-orders in. All right. And I think Batman Bronze Age, Age of Apocalypse are all, I think they're going up. They'll either be there this evening or tomorrow morning. You go and there's a couple of books, Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2 is coming out, and he's going to put 2, I think, for pre-orders. So that way you guys can pre-order from Crooks and Bandits Comics. I know that's going up, but I wanted to mention that because I thought it was great that Adam was in here, and I just love the fact that you guys will get what you want, which I think is awesome. All right? So make sure to check that out. Make sure to come back tomorrow. And by the way, tonight's show was easier to do than last night's show. I needed last night's show because I wanted my mind to be on anything other than Steve. It was hard to do the show. Tonight was a lot easier. I think tomorrow will be easier again. But I want to thank the community because trust me, you're making it easier for me to do these shows because I have been depressed because of losing my friend. And I know Christina is depressed, and I'm sure Dan is, and I'm sure that Tom's depressed too. So you guys are making it all easier. It is ironic. I got to tell you, it is ironic that Steve died from a pulmonary embolism when Oren in our chat room had a pulmonary embolism last week. Just to show you, I remember when he had that, I said, oh my God, that's serious. You got to get that taken care of because a lot of people die from those. So Aaron, I hope you realized how fortunate you are to have gotten out of the hospital alive with that pulmonary embolism, because that kills a lot of people. It killed my friend Steve. Aaron, you lived. So congratulations to you, brother. Vincent says, are you going to collaborate with I love near mint condition. Whenever Omar asks me to collaborate on anything, with no hesitation, I say yes. I love Omar. Omar's one of the greatest. He's one of the best people I've met. I love that guy. And anytime he asks, I collaborate. I love Near Mint Condition. It's my favorite YouTube channel. And I love collaborating with Omar Near Mint Condition. I also love collaborating with Dom of X, Cody, Omnidog, Crisis, you name it. I love Near Mint. I know I'm not a part of Near Mint Condition, but I consider myself a small part of it. And I take honor in being that. So yeah, Vincent, yes, all the time. I collab all the time with them, and I love it. It makes me proud. It makes me proud to collaborate with them. So the answer to that is yes. I do whenever I can. So we'll be back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central to take you through another show. By the way, let me thank PW. and Long Island experience. You guys are the ones that gave the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chats, because that let us go the extra amount of time. I hope you guys enjoyed the giveaways. Remember, I will read everybody who's in here tomorrow night, and then we do the drawing Monday. All right, we will do the drawing Monday, and there's not a lot of people in here, and this is for the omnibus, the DC versus Marvel omnibus, which are giving away Monday. Laconima, get me your address. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I really needed this show, and I really enjoyed this show. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Talk to you later, everybody.